Hello everyone, welcome into our live stream of this game between England and Ireland in the Under-18 Four Nations 2022 tournament. I'm Atticus P. Joining me now is the head coach for the England side, Will Maynard. Coach, thank you for being here with us.
Thanks for having us.
We're excited to have you guys here today. I know this is your first game of the day. What are you guys looking to do as you start this tournament?
Yeah, I guess we just really want to take a look at all of our guys. We're going to look to press, we're going to look to be aggressive on the defensive end, and just play unselfish basketball on the offensive side.
Now, I know you guys may not have seen a whole lot of Ireland. It's under-18 squads. There's not a whole lot of tape out there. But they did play their first game this morning. Where are you guys going to try to exploit some advantages against the Irish squad?
I don't necessarily think we're going to look at anyone else. So for now, I think we're just going to focus on what we need to do defensively and offensively, and we'll just make small adjustments in the game when they come.
Awesome. Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck today.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Of course. Thank you, Coach. Well, thank you for joining us here in the studio. We're going to go over to the commentary booth in just a moment's time. We'll try to get a head coach with an interview with Irish head coach Paul Kelleher in a moment. Before we do that, we've got about 10 minutes or so to the opening tip-off, 5 minutes to the national anthems. We'll go through the starting lineups and the starting five as well in just a moment's time. First, though, we're going to have our interview with head coach Paul Kelleher for the Irish squad. Paul, come on.
How are we doing?
Life's good. How are you?
Good. Better.
I know the first game wasn't as successful for you guys as you'd like.
Yeah.
How are you guys feeling after that first game this morning?
You know, we just said in the dressing room, it's not a disaster. You know, disasters are other things that happen. So, like, if we learn from it, it's a lesson. If we don't learn from it, then it might be a disaster. But you know, we just spoke about certain details. You know, timing of certain things, having more of an identity offensively. I thought we took one dribble too many on every single catch that we had. So the fluency of our offense wasn't there for us. Defensively, I thought we were better in the second half. We closed momentum space a bit more, created a few more deflections. But I just said to the boys in the dressing room, we need to reward ourselves when we do some really good things, and we didn't reward ourselves. We only got 6 points in transition compared to Wales' 17, so they punished us more and rewarded themselves more than what we did. So that's something that we have to work on, and we need to learn how to develop that. So it was a great lesson for us. Probably not the result that we would have liked for that lesson to happen, but it happens, and you know, it's the start of our preparations, and you know, it's messy, and there are things that we look for and we can improve from those.
Yeah. Now, what I'm hearing then from this is you guys are going to go fast in this game, fast and hard, try to get some fast break points, things like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to try and get more. I mean, we're not going to be out of control either in the offensive element of things. But we have certain actions that we want to try and trigger to help that. Defensively, we need to build on what we did in the first game, in the second half of the first game. You know, and there was one particular moment where we learned that what not to do to keep the momentum. We got back to 7 and we stepped up into the passing lane, and they got back cutting us, and that kind of got their momentum back up. So certain little details like that you know, that we just need to improve on, but they're great to happen this early in the program for us, and we can figure these things out.
Awesome. Now, before you go, you guys have quite a good contingent of Irish fans here. I'm assuming family members, people who traveled with you, things like that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think we've always been well supported with the national team when it comes to parents. You know, it's a short trip across. It's an easy one for them to get to. And bear in mind, these are the young men and young women that have had your initial under-16 European Championships taken away from with COVID.
Yep.
So I suppose it's exciting for the parents to come and see their children play as well, which is fantastic. So, you know, it's one of those things that you know, that everybody wants to see their kids play. You know, and it's great that they're here.
Awesome, Coach. Thank you for your time.
Thanks
Good luck today.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. We'll go over to the commentary booth now. We're just about ready. About 5 minutes left to go for the national anthems, and then the opening tip-off to come shortly after that. Give us a few moments to get to the commentary booth. We'll take you through the starting lineups, rosters, and the national anthems at that time. So welcome in, everybody. We're just about to go through the starting lineups here for both squads. I'm joined now in the commentary booth. Atticus P. joining you today. I've been here commentating on Cardiff and Archer games this season. Joining me in the booth today, Caroline Bullock. Caroline, great to have you here all the way down from Manchester.
Looking forward to it today.
Oh, there we go. Now go for it.
I can hear you now.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a great morning already. I've been at the England and Scotland game for the women over in the other sports hall. Looking forward to another great game of basketball.
Awesome. Well, we're really excited for the game here today, of course. We're going to go through the starting lineups in just a moment. Both teams going through them now. First, we're going to go through the Ireland team. The Ireland team has already played one game this morning. Starting for Ireland at number 5, Tony Izonu. Number 4, Sean Fitzpatrick. Number 6, Brendan Dunala. Number 9, Rory Cronin, and captain for this game. And number 11, Ivaris Osis. Number 3 on the bench, Daniel Carberry. Number 7, Jamie Cotter. Number 8, Greg Marinkovic. 16, Joseph Badejo. 22, Jack Kehoe. And number 24, Francois Coy. And number 33, Max Tyndall. So before we go through the England lineup, we're first going to have the national anthems for both teams here to play in just a moment. Let's take you down to the court audio so we can listen in to the national anthems. Caroline, you want to take us through the England starting lineup and roster?
Yeah, so starting for England, we have number 4, Lane Campbell, number 6, Ben Brown, number 7, Isaac Round, number 13, Zamuku Weluche Ume, and number 14, Enoch Wangoi.
And what do we have on the bench for the England squad today?
We have Matthew Goodwin, Jason Sudeen, Michael Amako, Nadesh Cholovinska, Ben Michaels, Ashley Kitchen, and Emmanuel Oyebadejo.
Awesome. Now, I promised I wouldn't say this, but I feel like it's okay to say this. Coach Will Maynard told me before the game for the England squad, they've only had one practice together. So this team has not been together long. Now, up in Manchester, of course, you've got access to the Manchester Magic Academy and the players and teams around there. Who are you looking forward to today to take this game over for England?
So Ben Brown is definitely a player to watch. He's been having a fantastic season in D2 for the Manchester Magic. He's part of the Manchester Magic under-18s team that won the NBL Cup final back in January. He's a player that can really go off from 3 and inside when he needs to. So I think he's definitely a player to watch. And Lane Campbell as well, played for Charnwood in the Academy finals just a few weeks ago. They took home that title, and he's a very good player as well to watch.
Well, one thing you can see, I mean, England are throwing down dunks in the warm-up. They're kind of doing whatever they want. This is a big team. This is a long team as well. You can see some big wingspan amongst all the players. After Ireland's first game this morning, a loss to Wales here, they struggled with that length of Wales, and Wales, of course, is nowhere near as tall as England and does not have the same kind of physicality, I think. So this could be an interesting game that Ireland are going to be up against.
Yeah, definitely, and you've got a player like Emmanuel Oyebadejo on the bench as well, a really physical guy, really tough to go up against, and they have a couple, like you say, they have a couple of other players like that to England, so going to be a tough one.
Well, this is going to be a physical game here inside of Archers Arena. This morning, Ireland lost 58-77 against the Welsh squad here in the arena this morning. Caroline, I know you were actually, you know what, before we get there, now I know your name's Caroline, but everyone calls you Kaz.
Yes, that's right.
Why do they call you Kaz?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's just quicker. It's just easier. It's just quicker. Kaz, it's snappy.
That's the weirdest thing about the UK for me since I moved here. I got here about 7 months ago, and people always shorten their nicknames to, like, Kaz, Haz, Baz.
We don't have time for syllables.
I like that. That's a good way to look at it. Now, obviously, I know this morning you've commentated on some other games as well. A women's game, I believe, this morning.
Yeah, England women and Scotland women. So England took a 39-point win in that game. Really, really good effort from both teams. Like some really tough defense being played, and some really exciting players as well that you're getting to see. Charlie Rowe, Liv Foster, loads of really exciting players, and they're coming up next. So we've got England women and Ireland women next after this game.
You're stuck with me all day. That's all you got. Well, we're really excited for this game first and foremost. Both these teams, of course, this is all about energy and excitement right now. Obviously, both these teams have more competitions to come here in the summer. For Ireland, they've got plenty of players here who are going to be on their under-18 European Championship squad. England as well. All these teams, they're building for the future here in this tournament. That's what this is about. There are no, of course, there's no playoffs or, there's no finals after these teams all play each other. But this is all about the future, and all these players, I think, are ready to show why they're a part of that future here today.
Absolutely, and even though you say there's no playoffs and stuff, every team out there is going to want to finish top.
Yes. We've seen that so far here at Archers Arena, and I'm sure you have over in the sports hall for the women's game earlier with England. These teams have been fighting for it, and it's something special when you can play your national anthem beforehand and go out representing your country. It means something more. We've seen that with all the teams so far. We're excited to see that for the England men in their first game here this morning, actually.
And I think as well, with a lot of these players not having been able to play the last couple of years due to the COVID restrictions and things, getting a chance to play in a tournament like this is a great opportunity for them.
Well, both teams coming out onto the floor right now are waiting for the opening tip-off to go for the tip for England. We'll have number 14, Enoch Wangoi. And for Ireland, remains to be seen. Looks like it'll be number 6, Brendan Dunala. Dunala had a good game earlier against Wales, but they just couldn't hang on to things late. Scored 6 points, 5 rebounds against them in 30 minutes. We'll be looking for more here today for the Irish side, as Ireland will come out in the white and green, and England with the all-red. So we're just about ready to get underway here. Lots of fans here for both sides. Ireland have traveled really well out here to Cardiff. England, obviously, this isn't as far of a journey, but they've got plenty of fans here on the right-hand side of the picture. Ireland on the left, and we're up and away. And that tips up and off, and Ireland will take it going right to left across your screen as they'll start us off here. Fitzpatrick on the ball. Hands it off to Uosis. Izonu driving inside. Izonu spinning, going up strong. No. And the rebound comes away with England. To To the opposite end now will go Isaac Brown, the captain, point guard for the day. England looking for space on the perimeter. They'll drive it inside now. Weluche Ume driving in. Nice little Euro step. Can't get around the defender well enough. Layups off.
And a really good job from Ireland there on the defense, just to put the shot off, just to put some pressure on.
Wosis kicks it over to the top of the arc. Fitzpatrick hands it off. Cronin, Rory Cronin, the captain for the day, loses the handle, and then it's knocked out of bounds here. That one knocked out by Sean Fitzpatrick. Still England basketball on our side of the court. So, you know, hectic start for both teams here. No points on the board here in the first 45 seconds. Lots of balls on the court right now. We'll see who can come up away with the first basket here. England have that chance right now. Moving the ball around the perimeter. Wangoy loses it on the steal. Fitzpatrick hands it off. Cronin gets it back to him. Coming inside, Cronin in the corner. Izono at the top. Won't take the shot. Dunal has got it instead. He'll hand it off. Wosis almost lost his footing. Kicks it over. Izono driving inside. 1-on-2. Strongly blocked away. And they still come away with it. Driving inside. Campbell going in. Campbell, nice green shoes. I like him. Out to the perimeter. 3. Got it to fall. 3 points for Isaac Brown.
That was a great pass from Campbell as well to set that up. We saw that a couple of times in the academy finals. He's a really aware ball handler.
Izono tries to kick it out. It's stolen away by Campbell once again. Campbell will take it up the court on the weak side here. He's got plenty of space. 1-on-1, driving inside, beats the defender, kicks it back out, and nobody followed him in. On the perimeter, another 3 from Round, too short. They come away with the offensive rebound. Round will get it back, 12 on the shot clock. He's got the time to do what he wants. Driving, kicking it out. Campbell, 1-on-2, kick it out one more time. This time the 3 goes up, and it's off the front iron and out.
And that's the shot that Ben Brown likes to take. We expect to see quite a few of those today.
England definitely looking for the 3s early. Ireland, well, looking for some points right now. Fitzpatrick on it. On the perimeter, he's got a screen from Dunala, a nice moving screen. Nothing called there. 4 seconds left to go. Cronin's going to turn and take the 3. It looks off, and it is. Campbell with the easy rebound. He'll go down the court here, 1-on-2. Goes up strong, hands it off. Probably could have just gone for it instead, but the handoff won't fall in. Izono will reset things for Ireland at the top of the arc. Fitzpatrick inside, gets it knocked out of his hands, and a turnover. England looking to sprint down the court to the opposite end. Brown's thinking about it, won't take it, and wasn't waiting for the pass inside. They still have it, though. Hook shot off. Not sure if England will like all the shots they have right now, Kaz.
Yeah, maybe rushing a little bit, you know, take time to settle down, set up the play, set up the shot that you want to do. There's no need to rush anything at the moment.
Definitely not. Driving inside is Cronin. He'll kick it back. His own is wide open. Not going to take it. Drives inside instead. Goes up strong, and he's going to be fouled. Can't get it to fall, but he'll get 2 free throws from the line. Like what I see from Tony Izono right now. Physical play on the interior. Obviously, England, they're a physical team as well, like we mentioned before, and it's causing some problems. But Izono does well to draw the 2 fouls.
And I like the confidence is there as well. He's just driving to the basket, draw the foul. And, he's not fazed by going up against some of the height that England have got.
No. Tony Izono actually plays in W.T. White High School in Dallas, Texas. He'll be part of the European Championship squad this summer. That free throw goes up and off. Can't get anything to fall. And England come away with it. Looking to make something happen at the top of the arc now. Trying to come inside. Ireland doing well to force them back. Working it around the paint, trying to go in, and a kicked ball. This will be England basketball. 9 seconds left to go on the shot clock.
And Ireland really putting a lot of pressure on there, forcing England to move the ball inside.
England, I think, will be trying that a lot this game. Obviously, they have the three-point shots that they want. They love to get inside the paint. You can see that so far. Trying to move it around the perimeter and get inside after the shot clock reset. There's 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And a foot on the line as he caught that pass. That's a tough one. Long pass, and Cronin's wide open. But Cronin with the pass, actually, looking for Uosis. But the referees will make him restart that one.
I like the idea, though. I liked what he was trying to do.
It's a great pass, honestly. So the inbound here in the backcourt instead. To take it up the floor now is Fitzpatrick. He'll hand it off to Wosis. And he loses it. Fitzpatrick will get it back. We'll call that a pass. Flips it inside. Izonu on the back door. Great cut, great basket.
And England need to be really careful with that back door. You can't leave him that wide open.
No.
Too easy a layup.
Causing problems right now is Izonu driving inside. Can't get the shot to fall. Izonu with the board. Trying to go quickly to the opposite end. He'll be forced back. 18 on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Cronin hands it off. Fitzpatrick gets it back to Cronin inside. One-on-one. Tries to get it back. Izonu picks it up. And he'll collect the foul. And no free throws are going to be called on that one. This will just be from the baseline. But still, it does well to draw the foul. So inbound pass to come. We've got 3 substitutions coming on the floor right now for England. You've got Michael Amako, number 5 Matthew Goodwin. Amako is number 9 coming on, as well as number 11 Benjamin Michaels. Inbound from Ireland, looking for space. He's got Wosis out on the corner, tries to send it over to the top of the arc. Stolen away here, England, and they can't recover it. Junula then loses the handle, finally. Welucheume gets it off him. Coming inside, Michaels going up strong. No, can't get the offensive rebound, and it rolls around out of bounds. Ireland basketball. Good defense on the interior.
And Ireland just making it really, really tough for England to get to the basket, to get the ball to drop.
England are not having any clean looks so far, at least easy looks, shall we say. Stuck in the backcourt, you got to get it across. You've only got 2 seconds, and eventually he just lobs it, and it's an 8-second violation. That was poor, but also good defense there from England. So that's the 4th turnover already for Ireland, and we're only a few minutes into this game. 3-2, England on top by 1. Michael's on it now. We're just about halfway through the game. Only 5 points on the board. Hands it off. Looking for the interior, too, and he's got it. 2 points for Welucheume.
That was a great pass as well, inside.
Did well to corral it and go up strong. So a 5-2 lead. Ireland down by 3. This happened in the Wales game as well, but every time they managed to peg Wales back up until the second half. They also didn't have Tony Izonu on the floor. 3, it's up, in and out. Dunala can't grab the rebound. England come away with it.
That's something we're probably going to see a lot throughout the couple of days, aren't we? Teams are really changing up their rosters, trying different lineups, seeing what works, what doesn't.
We've seen a lot of rotation so far in these games, and I think you're going to see, like you said, Kaz, more of that. But these teams are obviously playing for the future, not just today. So you're going to see pretty much every player getting their time on the court.
Which is great for the fans.
Absolutely. Izonu loses it, though, going to the opposite end. Drawing inside and a dunk from Welucheume. I love the celebration from the England fans. They're excited about that one. 7-2 lead. Fitzpatrick now taking it up the court. Looking for options next to him. He gets it over to Wosis. Coming inside, Dunala back. Fitzpatrick. Dunala drumming inside. Mid-range 2. I don't think he liked the spot. Shot clock was running down. He took it a little early. Goodwin kicks it over to the far side. Round on it. Goes back to Welucheume. He's going to take the 3, and it's blocked. Ireland come away with it eventually, and they'll reset things down by 5. Fitzpatrick, handoff, 3. Wosis got it to fall. Like that look from Ireland. England are stuck in the paint right now defensively. Michaels hands it off. In the corner, round 3. That one's not going to fall. Ireland come away with the rebound once again. Fitzpatrick's going to get it over. Cronin, drive, kick, and you can see that one coming from a mile away. Easily taken out by Amako. It's coming back the opposite end. Junula, far side. Cronin's going to fake. Fitzpatrick wide open from 3. And bricks off. But they grab the board anyway. Junala's going to go up strong, and he lays it in. Timeout called here by England. We're back to a tie game, Kaz, 7-7 here at this first timeout.
And Ireland doing a really, really good job there, coming back into this after being down early with England leading to start.
Well, I really like what I've seen so far from Ireland. A lot of physical play. I mean, well, let's be honest. It's 7-7. You've only had 14 points on the board. Not the most high-scoring game. But it's just like we said before the game. This is going to be a physical game between the two of them.
Yeah. Both teams playing like some really solid defence as well. Ireland looking like they're getting the better of England at the moment, being able to close down on that three-point shot that England like to take, and forcing them to go inside where it's not dropping. But yeah, both teams coming out really strong and really putting the pressure on early.
Now, if you're head coach Will Maynard for the English side, what are you looking to do as you come out of this break?
I think you want to try and break down from the three-point line. You want to get inside because the shot's getting closed down on. You want to try and break that pass inside, maybe get someone to draw the double team so you've got someone open.
Well, both teams will be looking to come out of the break here, get some momentum back into the way of things. Both teams at 7 points right now. Only starters have scored for both sides, 7-7 here early in the game. Not a whole lot of difference between the two sides. 6 turnovers for Ireland, just 3 for England. Ireland, of course, tied this game back up because of their better play since then. Those early turnovers, they haven't let them come back to bite them. And we're now at a tie game with just over 2.5 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Something that Ireland have done a good job of as well is, despite the fact that they're making turnovers, they've not allowed England to capitalise on that and score on the other end often.
Well, they certainly haven't, and that was the big problem in the first game for Ireland. They forced 22 turnovers from the Welsh side, but they only scored 5 points off of those turnovers. And so in this game, obviously, you need to tighten that up, both on your end and forcing turnovers and scoring off them, but on the other end as well, not giving up turnovers. And struggling with that so far as they've given up 6. England will start us off here after that break. They're looking to drive inside quickly. 1-on-3, goes up hard, not going to get it. Offensive rebound, I don't know, it rolls around. That's going to be Ireland basketball out of bounds. I think you liked the play out of that timeout, just couldn't get it to finish.
Yeah, it looked like they'd got the right thing they were doing.
Inbound to come here.
Ireland getting the full court pressure defense on as well.
Seeing a lot of this so far today. Full court defense, lots of inspired teams. Going up strong, and he's got the bucket to fall. Number 16, Joseph Badejo, his first minutes in the game. 2 points.
Yeah, we had a lot of pressure defense in the first England Women's Scotland game.
All these teams in the tournament playing very physical defense. That one forced off. Ireland with the lead, 9-7. And they'll like the defense they played in the past few possessions here. That one's going to be dribbled around. Well, I think the referee just let that one go. Izonu hands it off to Cotter. 3, Wosis up, got it off the backboard. 12-7, Ireland on top by 5 here in Archers Arena. England struggling offensively right now, haven't scored in a while. Trying to come inside, hands it off. Cholovinskas coming up, and he's going to be fouled.
And look at what he's drawn there. He's drawn the 3 Ireland players straight to him. So that's tough for him to be able to get a shot up, but someone's going to be open there. You need to swing the ball out.
We saw Nadas Cholovinskas here with Baltic Stars Metalinas against Cardiff Met in Division II National Basketball League. Back in February, Cardiff Met won that game, but Cholovinskas was a major problem for Cardiff Met throughout, in large part because of that. That guy can drive. Round, kicking it over. 4 seconds left to go. Shot going to have to come. Hook shot up. And it's going to be off, rebounded by Wosis. And, thrown out of bounds. Couldn't find Cotter, and they'll fix that after a quick little conversation there. Jamie Cotter struggled in the first game today, only scored 2 points, 1 of 12 shooting as he captained that side. We're looking for better here in this one. Isaac Brown driving inside, beats his own, who goes up strong. Good recovery. Izonu going to the opposite end quickly, gets it over to Cotter. He kicks it over to the far side. Wosis, weak side, 1-on-1, splits to the defender, and it's ripped out of his arms and a foul. And we're going to have 2 free throws here for Ivadas Wosis. So Wosis with a good start in this game, 6 points so far. He leads all scorers on the court. He's going to have 2 free throws to come. Ireland, didn't have many free throws in the first game, only had 11 free throw opportunities. Went 6 for 11 from the free throw line, so, take what you can. Free throws, I think, being a big part of this tournament so far, so, Kaz.
Yeah, definitely. And Ireland with their second trip to the line today. England haven't got to the line for a free throw. And again, something we saw early on in the earlier games today. A lot of teams going to be driving and they're drawing that contact, so they're getting to the line. So you've got to make your free throws.
That second one up, and that one is going to be off as well. So neither drop. England come away with it. Cholovinskas on the run. He's got players either side of him. He'll slow this one down. And over to Kitchen. End of the game for his first minutes. Goodwin on the far side, coming inside. Little handoff, going up strong. Great defense there from Badejo, but he got him on the back of the head. 2 free throws to come here for Jason Sudin. You can see England looking for those dump-offs every time they try to go inside. And Sudin will go to the free throw line for 2 here. Subs to come for Ireland. Coming onto the court for the first time today, number 8, Greg Marinkovic. Really impressive game from him today against Wales. 15 points, 12 rebounds in about 28 minutes.
Sudin also plays D2 for the Bristol Academy Flyers. He's had a great season in D2, averaging 14.2 points per game, 10.5 rebounds. Really, really solid for that Bristol team.
Well, he's a big part of that squad. That Bristol squad had some good success this season. Second free throw up and rolls in and out. And the tip in, how did that go out? They talk about the tough rims here on the show court in Archer's Arena. You can see it right there. Pass over to Marinkovic. He's got 2 seconds to get across the halfway line, and he won't do it in time. Just didn't notice it. And another Ireland turnover. It's now Ireland's 8th turnover, and we're only here in the first quarter. 30 seconds left to go. Coming inside, flips it back to the outside. 3 to come, and he's got it to fall. 3 points for Ashley Kitchen. Stolen away once again by England. Isaac Round on it. 12-10. England down by 2. They can play for the last shot. 16 seconds left to go. Round draws Marinkovic to him. He's got a screen waiting. Gets a switch. Hands it off. Cholovinskas, early 3. Far, no. And they get the offensive rebound anyway. 4 seconds left to go. Another 3. That time it falls in. England back on top.
And a couple of really big possessions there from England, able to hit the 3, force a turnover, and then capitalise and get another 3 from it as well. 2 big plays.
Quick turnaround, quick 6-0 run, and that's how this first quarter will end. 13-12, England on top over Ireland right now. That game is pretty simple. It's easy to describe. Good start for England.
Yep.
Bad few minutes for England. Good few seconds for England, and now they're on top once again.
Yeah, you've summed it up completely.
Low-scoring game. I think we've seen that throughout the tournament, of course, today. Low-scoring first quarter. These teams just have not had a lot of time together on the court, and I think they're trying to build that chemistry here today.
Yeah, and it's still quite early in the day, isn't it, as well? A lot of these teams generally play later on in the evening, so it's quite a strange time to be playing basketball. You might need to wake yourself up a little bit and play.
Definitely so. These are early games today. Thank you for joining us. We've got plenty of action all throughout the day today. After this, we're going to have games all the way until about 10 o'clock tonight. So plenty of action to come. After this game, we've got the English women playing against the Irish women on this court as well. So tons of stuff to come. Thank you, of course, to our sponsors who have made this possible. Cardiff Metropolitan University for hosting this event. The British Basketball League for supporting and helping us stream these games. Plenty of stuff here. Basketball Jones for the volunteers and staff event here. The staff T-shirts they've been able to pull off here for everybody today. We've got Wilson, the official basketball of everyone on the court here today. I like that. Now, Dynamic, of course, the official sports flooring partner here, along with Euro Logo, the partner shop. Now, this is the most important question of the day, Kaz. iPro Hydrate. Have you ever seen their water bottles?
I haven't.
You haven't?
Let
me describe it for you. It's weird.
Oh,
so
okay.
Have you ever gone to the eye doctor before?
Yes.
You know how they make you sit your face in that weird contraption and they look at your eyes from there?
Yeah.
Imagine that with a water bottle.
Okay.
It's exactly
I'm
what it is.
I'm intrigued. I'm going to go get one after this game.
It's amazing, I promise. iPro, thanks to iPro Hydrate for hydrating all the players here and coaches. And as you've now learned, we're having the coolest water bottle in existence. You stick your face onto it and you squirt the water in your mouth from there. Coolest thing ever. I'm a fan.
If that doesn't make you want to drink it, I don't know what will.
See, look at that. Good start today. Cholovinskas to inbound for England here as we start the second quarter. England up 13-12. 10 minutes left to go until the end of the first half. On the far side, Matthew Goodwin on it. Goodwin looking for space. He's trying to go inside. Flips it over. Cholovinskas going up strong. Knocked out of his hands. And it's taken away. Izonu. Oh, bad pass, and he knows it. Goodwin's got it. Goodwin inside. Lays it up strong. No. And eventually goes in. I have no idea whose hand that was off. There were like 4 people down there.
Who gets credited with that one?
Who cares? Team points. 15-12. England back on top by 3. Izonu calls the play. Izonu at the top of the arc is a sophomore. There's high school squad out in Dallas, Texas. Loses the handle, and that's going to be a turnover. England will inbound this one here. Ireland doing all right on the floor, shooting 45% from the field. England shooting only 25%. But those 9 turnovers are just lethal for Ireland right now.
And that's something they're really going to need to tighten up on as they go through the game and through the tournament.
Goodwin inside, can't get the shot to fall. It's rolling around. England do come away with it once again. Goodwin at the back is going to fake from 3. This time hands it off. Kitchen 3. And no. Going up strong. Got the rebound once again to Sudin. Jason Sudin going up strong, and that one's swatted out. And another foul called there. Max Tyndall with his first foul of the game.
And Sudin just powering his way to the basket there. Such a strong player.
That's a scary man. I would not want him rebounding over me. I can promise you that. He's done well to go up strong for these rebounds and not cause any over-the-back fouls so far. So 2 subs for Ireland here. Tyndall will come off the court along with Jamie Cotter. A couple other players coming on. Dunala coming back into the game. Francois Nkoy making his first appearance in this game. And Sean Fitzpatrick coming on as well. So 2 free throws to come here for Sudin. And the silence is deafening. This is the first. England still on top by 3 here in Archer's Arena. In their first game of the day today, shaking off some of that rust, I think. Trying to work on that chemistry. 3 here from Goodwin. Oh, man, knocks it in.
That's a huge 3 from Goodwin.
It had so much arc on it, I didn't think it was going in from my angle. Beautiful shot, and he does it even better here to keep it from coming inside for Ireland. 18-12, 6-point lead.
And that's what Goodwin can do for you. He can do it on both sides of the ball. You know, he plays some really tough defense, but he's also going to score when you need him to.
You can see he's the smallest player on the court for England, but also probably one of the feistiest.
It's always the way, isn't it? The small guys, the smaller players.
Definitely so. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Izono hands it off to Dunala. Marinkovic fakes from 3, pulls up at the free throw line, and he swishes it inside. 18-14. It's a 4-point England lead. Goodwin, stutter step, pulls back, free throw line out. Round gets the rebound though, and he'll go back. Kitchen, deep shot, no. And there's that over the back foul. I knew it was going to happen.
I think that was your doing.
I've got some bad luck in this arena. Every time I say something, the opposite happens. Jason Sudin with the foul. I guess that's not bad luck because it did happen.
Yeah.
I just didn't mean to inflict the foul on anybody. So Sudin's first foul of the game. Ireland will come away with that one. Down by 4 early into this second quarter. Just over 8 minutes left to go. Fitzpatrick taking it here. At the top, Dunala coming inside. Heavy contact the whole way. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2 here.
There's some real physical play that we're seeing today.
Well, you can see Ireland and England not backing down from each other. Every single drive is the same thing. Pick your shoulder up, ram it into the chest, and then go from there. Subs to come here for England. Coming back onto the court now is number 6, Benjamin Brown. Along with, for the first time today, number 15, Emmanuel Oyabadejo.
And Oyabadejo is a player to watch inside as well. He's a tough player to guard against. And he also has a nice 3-point shot as well, with the highest arc I've ever seen.
Well, hey, I'm excited to see that.
It'll go to the roof.
We got plenty of space here, I think, about 15 feet above the back of the backboard to some rafters above. Oyabadejo, part of the Manchester Magic squad, EABL. And that free throw will not fall for Ireland once again. So 18-14, those free throw problems really hurting Ireland right now. Brown, quick kick inside, trying to dish it over. Dunala comes away with it on the steal. Izono going up the court again. And he's got a bit of a moving screen from Dunala next to him. Dunala coming inside, and Coy next to him, and a foul there called. I think that's on number 6, Benjamin Brown. Just a bit too close defensively, I think, Kaz.
Yeah, just a bit of a bump.
The subs to come here for Ireland. Sean Fitzpatrick will check off the floor. Ireland has done well to keep this game close. I mean, they're still down 18-14, but not a lot of scoring out on the court right now. Marinkovic, corner 3. No, it's out. England have it going the other way. Samoku Welecheume hands it off. And a quick pass inside. Wasn't ready for it. Was Isaac Brown out of bounds. Another England turnover. But still, Ireland with 5 turnovers. That's just the 5th for England so far.
I think England need to, they can feel comfortable in slowing the game down if they want. They don't have to play at such a fast pace if they don't want to. And shots like that, take the time to get everyone in position, let people come back.
Ezonu takes the ball on the handoff. He's at the top of the three-point arc now. He's waiting for Nkoi to get open inside. He's got it. Nkoi loses it. We're going to call that a pass. Carberry in the corner. 6 to go. Flips it. Ezonu at the top, driving inside. 3 to go. Needs to go up strong. He will, and he gets it up and in.
It's a really tough basket as well.
To say the least. Long pass, Marinkovic, easy interception. Down by 2 are Ireland. They can tie or take the lead here. Marinkovic looking for the pull-up, won't take it. Ezonu off his foot, and he's got it back anyway. Dumps it over. Dunala trying to go up strong. It looked like he was about to get fouled, but a good jump instead. And possession arrow pointing to Ireland. Good fight so far from Ireland. They're down by 2. It's 18-16. About 6:41 left to go in this second quarter. Low-scoring game. It's basically the same thing that happened in the Ireland-Wales game before, but they managed to turn things on in the third quarter. We're looking for that here, and then a 5-second violation, and England basketball. It's a bad turnover. You don't see that happen very often.
No, not at all.
Round takes it up the court. Captain for the day gets it over to Oyebadejo. He'll get it to Sudin. Not Jason Sudin, my bad. Benjamin Brown. Misses the shot anyway. Campbell back to Brown. Coming inside. Good defense there from Nkoi. Gets it back. Wilicheume misses the 3. Campbell with it. Brown another 3. And he got it to fall this time. 16-21. England on top by 5.
And we're going to see that a lot from Ben Brown today.
Impressive from him so far. Marinkovic trying to push the pace. Irish down by 5. And comes around off the elbow. Flipped forward quickly. Wilicheume dunks it inside. Ireland need to call a timeout to stem the tide right now. 23-16. England just went on a quick run, and they've turned things around right now, Kaz.
Yeah, really good couple of possessions from England, especially coming after those 2 quick turnovers that they had. So they're able to, fix those mistakes, make the plays the next time down, not dwell on those too much. There are going to be turnovers, there are going to be missed shots, but you just need to focus on the next play and do what they do well.
Well, you mentioned the England turnovers, but at the same time, they've only had 6 turnovers in the game. And every time we look at the box score, you look specifically for England and you go, okay, they've got 4, they've got 5, they've got 6. You're trying to keep close track of things. Then you look at the Irish side, and they've doubled those turnovers. They've got 13 now. They keep having just poor possessions, poor turnovers. They've only taken 14 shots. England have taken 31. That's incredible. The story of the game so far is England have done what they wanted offensively.
They have, and Ireland are probably quite lucky that some of the England shots haven't been dropping, haven't
Yes.
taken that many.
Yeah, no, it's been a real problem so far. I mean, neither team's shooting particularly well. Ireland is shooting 50% from the field, but 7 of 14, so take that for what you want. England, 9 of 32. That's not great, but hey, you got 22 points on the board. You've got the lead, 28% shooting, but you've had as many shots as you could take so far. And as they come out of this timeout break, you'll be looking for more of that to come. They just need to get some shots to fall, and I think, it's an under-18 tournament. Lots of young players out here. This poor shooting is not indicative of who these players are, but that's not going to continue. And I think what we've seen so far in this tournament, what you will see throughout the rest of the tournament today and tomorrow, these players, their game is developing as we speak. You're going to see their shooting improve here on the court live. Absolutely.
These games that we're seeing early today are going to be completely different tomorrow afternoon.
That's a good way to put it. Ireland inbound here. They're down by 7. There's about 5:50 left in the second quarter. Ezonu going quickly, hands it off, and Nkoi dribble drive, flips back out, and it goes into the camera crew. Nice job for our producer to grab that one out. Into the game for the first time is Jack Kehoe, number 22 for Ireland. He'll inbound it over to Cronin. Rory Cronin spinning around, looking for a handoff. He can't find anything. They need to get a shot off. Only 2 seconds on the shot clock. He knows it and just takes too long to get the shot off this Kehoe. A bad turnover yet again.
And some great D from England on that possession to stop, to force the turnover. And also, if we look at the points from turnovers, England have got 19 as opposed to Ireland's 4. So England really doing the damage on that end.
You can really hear it in the crowd, too. England crowd, full voice right now, and they're, the ones with the advantage at the moment. Ireland really struggling to get a whole lot of momentum at the moment. Coming inside once again, kicking it back. Oyebadejo backing down the defender. He's going to like that. And 2 defenders have to check to him. They come away with it. Ezonu driving to the opposite end. 1-on-2 here. Ezonu up. No. And England come away with it.
Ben Brown did a great job there stopping the shot.
Ireland just needs some points out of these right now. Campbell. Oyebadejo, dump off. Wow, lays it up and in. Does Zamoku Weluche-Ume. 8 points for him so far. And then a foul called there on England. So Ireland will take this one from the sideline rather. Foul called to number 15, Emmanuel Oyebadejo. And he'll check off the floor here. Enoch Wangoy will check on instead of him. So Ireland down 16-25. You're down by 9. Where do you need to go right now, Kaz?
You need to try and get inside, I think. It's working when they're getting to the basket. Their shots aren't dropping. Felt like he was about to shoot then and just completely contradict what I was saying.
Well,
so I think when they're driving to the basket, they're getting there. They're just coming up against like quite a tough England defense, but I'd go inside if I was Ireland.
well, you know what? It's not that far against you. He tried to go inside. I mean, it was out of bounds, but hey, yeah, he's just trying for it. We got 2 free throws to come here for Francois Nkoy. I thought he stepped out of bounds, but foul call instead. So Nkoy will head to the free throw line. Plays for F.R. Matthews out in Ireland. He'll be part of that Euro squad this summer, hopefully for him. That first free throw is up and off. So Ireland's free throw woes continue. That's a big story of the game today. They are 0 of 7 from the free throw line so far.
And that's something that could really come back and bite you later on in the game.
To say the least.
Yeah.
It's hurting you now.
Yeah.
And he misses both. Ireland just struggling with shooting right now. Spinning around is Campbell, trying to go quickly to get to the baseline. He'll be forced back, and I think he stepped out of bounds. No, foul called instead on Ireland.
I mean, they're down 9 and you've missed 8 free throws.
That's the difference. Not to mention England have 33 shots and you've got 15. But
True, yes.
we'll skip past that part too. England haven't hit a free throw of their own either. They're 0 of 4 from the free throw line. Neither team having much success there. 3 to come. This one up and not going to fall for Wangoy. Ireland come away with it. Cronin hands it off here. Kehoe. Cronin. Kick, wing, Nkoy, 3, and it's out. England will take this one away once again. England doing well on the glass right now. 21 rebounds to just 16 for Ireland. And a strange pass, but it's tapped down eventually. Ow, and he got it. 3 for Weluche-Ume, 11 points for him. Fitzpatrick trying to make something happen offensively. Ireland really struggling right now as they're down by 12 in this second quarter. Cronin. Rory Cronin, dump off inside, and Nkoy finally got something to go. Boy, did Ireland need that one.
And that's a really good play by Ireland. That's what I probably think they want to look at trying to do a bit more.
Wow. Weluche-Ume goes up, one-handed shot, fouled, gets it to drop, and one more to come.
He's been so impressive today as well. That'll take him to 10 points in the game and a free throw.
That is impressive. It's actually going to be his 13th point of the game. So he's got 13 points, looking to make it 14 here. England on top, 30-18 right now. And they're just dominating Ireland at the moment. That free throw still doesn't fall. Nobody's hit a free throw here today. Yeah, and we're going to get another chance. Cholovinskas will go to the line for 2 now. So, Kaz, what do you think it is? Everybody's 0 of 13 between the 2 squads on the free throw line right now.
So I'm going to compare this to the Birmingham final venue that people complain about sometimes with the shooting. The see-through backboard. It can throw off your perspective.
Oh, I like that.
So
I didn't think of that.
So it takes a little while to get used to.
See, I haven't heard that excuse from any Cardiff Net Archers players here, but I'm going to use that one next time. I like that. That's good. It may have something. It may honestly be true though, because Cholovinskas just missed one as well. So nobody hitting any free throws right now. Finally, he's got one to drop. There we go.
Broke the curse.
It's over now. 1 free throw in, and it's on England's side first as they have a 13-point lead. 3:25 left to go, and a foul called there. That one's going to be on Campbell. That's Lane Campbell's first foul of the game. Nobody really in foul trouble for either side. Enoch Wangoy with 2 fouls. Everybody else just about 1. For Ireland, Rory Cronin does have 2. But again, pretty much everyone else just has one apart from that. Fitzpatrick to the free throw line now. Come on. There we go. 2 free throws have now dropped.
Maybe people just needed to know what the problem was. So we pointed out the problem. They're cool.
They heard you, clearly. Fitzpatrick, and he's got both of them to drop down. Part of the Malahide BC Basketball Club. Malahide Basketball Club in Ireland. And that shot's not going to fall down. Ireland to take it away, down by 12 once again. Fitzpatrick under pressure. Wosis far side. Wosis comes in. Fitzpatrick goes back to him. Wosis takes the jump back, and it's not going to fall. Like the open look, still just can't get it to drop. Campbell inside, kick out from 3 in the corner, and it's off. And it's still going to be England basketball, knocked out of bounds by Ivaris Wosis.
And Ireland really need to get out to that 3-point shot that England are taking, like they were doing in the first quarter. Did a really good job of closing it down in the first quarter. England have had a few more looks second quarter, and they're going to need to get out to that because they're going to get punished by it.
Well, England's scoring is finally starting to get where they want it to be. Not as much as they'd like, of course. 32 points. That was an air ball there from Rameko. Ireland taking it down to the opposite end. 2:45 left in the first half. Ireland trying to cut this down to single digits before the halftime break. Wosis, handoff. Cronin, step back 3. It looks too long, and it is. Nowhere close. Cholovinskas spinning around, kick to the corner, wide open. Doesn't take the 3 to Campbell. He's got Brown behind him. Goes inside instead, and it rims in and out. Ireland trying to push the tempo a little here. Feeding inside. Going up strong. No. Still can't hit the shot. Joseph Badejo, nothing doing for him. Far side Campbell comes inside, shoulders the defender out of the way. Offensive foul. Great take there from Rory Cronin.
Yeah, it's a tough foul to take.
Tough foul. That's saying the least. Campbell took his shoulder and just rammed it right through him. I like the aggression, but it is his second foul.
I mean, it's intense. It's intense basketball that we've got today.
Yeah. No, you can definitely see it. Both teams are locked in. Obviously, this is the first game for England. They have not played any others so far. Ireland played the first game of the day against Wales earlier this morning. For England, we've got another game later today. They'll play at 5:30 against the Welshmen here in Archer's Arena. And then obviously Ireland and England women after this. So immediately, we've got a timeout here on the court here. Just over 2 minutes left to go in this first half. 32-20, Ireland on top. Kaz, I mean, as you're looking at this from the England point of view, first of all, what do you like that you've seen out there so far?
So the scoring that England have been able to do has been really, really good, obviously. But the shots aren't dropping, and they're still ahead as they are. So
yeah.
they've been able to still reach out quite a substantial lead without probably playing the best basketball that they're going to play this tournament. So that's probably a scary prospect for some of the other teams. But I think they'll be pleased with what they've got so far with how they've been playing. You know, turnovers, shots not dropping. But I think they've got a lot more to show.
It's an interesting point. Obviously, England are some of the favorites here in this tournament. The past 4 Nations tournaments have all been held in England, I think in large part due to that, of course. England basketball is a bit more established than other countries. Lots more players to choose from. And obviously, got a good squad as a result because of that. So you think they're the favorites here in this tournament out of Wales, Scotland, Ireland, and England?
I think they are, yeah. But I might be biased there.
You are English, I guess.
Yes, yeah. But no, I think they have a really, really strong squad, and they have a lot of players, coming through under 18s, and in a lot of experience as well, especially with coach Will Maynard, Charnwood coach, who won the EABL Academy Finals again a couple of weeks ago. A really, really experienced squad. So I think that they probably maybe edge it a little bit.
Interesting to bring that up because it's an experienced squad, but it's an under-18 squad at the same time. It shows age is not the all-determining factor in experience here, of course. These players have played quite a bit, and they've done their best, obviously throughout COVID to stay playing with teams, but also England basketball returned faster than Irish basketball did. And so, honestly, it's just a lot of it's that. For England, you've had players who've been playing for longer, and I think probably in the better programs as a result.
And when you've got players as well, like we have 4 players from Manchester Magic who play together, that really helps when that's a third of your squad.
Yeah, definitely so. On the Ireland side of things, obviously, you're not going to love what you see so far. Just 2 players have scored more than 2 points. Tony Azona with 4, Aivaras Uosas with 6. Not a whole lot else out there. Really what you need right now, Ireland's using a much different team compared to the first game. Brendan Dunala is the only starter they had in this game who played in the Wales game this morning. Everybody else was new. Bench is pretty much the same, but you're just trying different lineups and different players out right now. It's not going so well, but a lot of these players are new to the international stage, and I think you can see that inexperience right now, Kaz.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity for them as well, because players need to be able to get used to playing on this stage, get the exposure as well, and to have a almost, like you say, a totally different team to the first game as well. You're sort of starting again from scratch to find out what works, what lineups work, and who plays best together.
Well, you've seen that so far, that's for sure. Obviously, Ireland trying out different squads ahead of that European Championship this summer, the FIBA Under-18 European Championship to come for them. First, though, this tournament today, and this is their second game, and they'll play Scotland tomorrow in the last game for the men. And then the Irish women will play their second game here after this. So we're looking to get the inbound started here. Ireland will converse with the referee while we wait. We're just making sure that I think some couple things on the scorers table needed to be adjusted. Might have been the timeout count, something like that. So a few moments. So we're just about ready to go here for the last part of this second quarter. England on top right now, 32-20. I think we've actually had a score correction, 31-20. Kick out to the corner, and it's through the hands of number 5, Matthew Goodwin, and out of bounds. So we have had a score correction, Kaz. It's 31-20. It's an 11-point England lead, not 12.
Oh.
Strange. Don't say that every day.
That's what the scoreboard says.
It's what the scoreboard says, indeed. I have no idea what it was from. Fitzpatrick going to the opposite end. Now Ireland trying to cut this back down to a single-digit lead. They can do so. Dunala at the top of the arc. Hands it over. Fitzpatrick, drive inside. Kicks it back. Going up strong. And eventually gets it inside, does Badejo.
That was a great pass inside to Badejo.
Badejo with a strong finish.
That's what I want to see Ireland do some more. Get inside and finish like that.
9-point England lead. Out corner 3. This one's up, and it's off. Tough rebound there from Dunala. Just his second of the game. Fitzpatrick takes it. Plenty of time. You can do what you like. Dunala hitting the back, moving around. Uosas coming inside. Step back. Jay. Got it to fall. 31-24. It's a 7-point game. 1 minute 10 left. At the top of the arc, they're driving inside. And Dunala knocks it down. Still 14 seconds left. Takes an early shot. I don't know about that one. Got a good rebound there from Dunala.
Yeah, England had a lot of time on the clock there.
And, oh no, Rory Cronin had the breakaway, pulled it back, looking for a pass behind him, and then he stepped out of bounds. And that's a tough turnover. 15 turnovers for Ireland now to go to 9 for England. But Ireland haven't had many turnovers in the past few minutes, just 2. That's their second since we last had a timeout earlier in this second quarter, about 8 minutes on the clock. So we got another timeout here. Just about 45 seconds left to go. It's a 7-point England lead. I mean, you know, if you're England, who are you looking to score this last bucket or two before the end of the first half, guys?
I think I'd go to Matthew Goodwin. He had the hot hand a little bit earlier in the game. He can shoot from outside. And they're getting the space to shoot those threes. Not take a quick shot like they did last time. I'd settle things down, get into your offense, set up some play. But, yeah, get Goodwin open.
So we're looking for Goodwin here. No 2-for-1 opportunity. Bleed out the clock. Take the good shot you want. Hopefully you only concede one shot to Ireland on the opposite end and go into the halftime break, hopefully with a double-digit lead. They can do so if they knock down a 3 here. Goodwin is on 8 points in the 10 minutes he's been in the game, along with 2 rebounds to go with that. Leading scorer, though, is Zamoku Welecheume, who has 13 points along with 4 rebounds as well. And again, on the Ireland side of things, Aivaras Uosas with 8 points and nobody else above 4. So spreading around the points so far, but it's been a very low-scoring first half. Just 55 points on the board between the two teams here in the first 19 minutes, 15 seconds or so of the game.
Yeah, and if you're Ireland going into the break, you don't really want this to get into a double-digit lead. You want to keep it in single figures as you go into the break. Just keep it manageable.
We'll see what they come out with defensively here. Looks like they're going to have a bit of a half-court trap set up. We'll try some press instead, actually. Goodwin comes forward, and he beats the defenders to the far side, inside. Oh, man, get that out of here. Uosis knocks it down. That was impressive. Great height on that one. Still England basketball, 14 seconds left on the shot clock. So about 35 seconds left, 38 seconds rather, to the end of this first half. Michael sends it over, stuck. Cholovinskas, 5 to go, takes the 3, it's up. Oh, and he drills it. We're back to a 10-point England lead. 24 seconds left to go, 1 second difference, shot and game clock. Rory Cronin brings it up. He's going to come inside quickly. Uosis takes the shot from 3, got it! Wasn't expecting that one, but the problem is you do give away a shot here. So you got 7 seconds left. England to play for the final shot. Goodwin moving it around. Goodwin, he's going to want the shot. Spins the defender around. Trying to go up. Can't do it. Running out of time. And they can't get it up in time. So that's how the first half ends. 34-27. England on top by 7 after those 2 3-pointers to end that first half, Kaz.
Yeah, really a really strong finish from both teams as well. Both hitting the threes. Don't think we expected that early shot from Ireland.
No.
But it worked for them. And they were able to stop England scoring again on the other end. So going to half time, down single digits. Probably quite happy with where they are in relation to how they've played today and the shots that haven't been dropping, that they haven't been able to take.
Well, they did really well, of course. They took the lead early against Ireland, and then Ireland came back, and England managed to hold it well from there. So they'll head into this halftime break with that 34-27 lead. We're trying to get some interviews over here with an England coach before we head into the break. We'll see what they do. Not totally sure what we've got. Yeah, we're going to have an interview here with number 5, Matthew Goodwin. Give us just a moment to get to our interview box. We'll have an interview with him before we go to the halftime break. All right, so we're live in our interview studio now. I'm here with Matthew Goodwin here at the half. Matthew, a good first half, 8 points for you. Lots of hustle out there that we've seen. What do you guys think? What are you happy about as you head into the break with a 7-point lead?
Pushing the ball, we're doing that really well, and kicking for the extra man. We're doing that really. We just need to concentrate on getting back first and make sure we're not fouling as much.
So you think, what do you guys need to improve in the second half? Is it just getting back defensively, or is there other things that you'd like to do?
Probably pushing the ball faster, making sure we're getting them on the back foot. So we're not just coming down, setting a play up, then trying to get a shot. We're coming down and attacking them, not letting them get set.
Well, hopefully we'll see more from you in that second half, obviously. Lots of snaky moves on the interior there. Hopefully we can see more from you in the second half.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matthew.
Thanks so much.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us here at the halftime break. We'll be back in about 7 minutes' time for the start of the second half between England and Ireland. Right now as we head into the break, England on top, 34, Ireland 27. Welcome back, everyone, from the start of the second half here between England and Ireland. 34-27, England are on top in this under-18 Four Nations tournament here in Cardiff, Wales. Before we get started, thanks to all of our sponsors here today. Cardiff Metropolitan University for hosting our event, the BBL for supporting us and for live streaming these games on the BBL Player, along with Wilson, the official basketball of Basketball and Basketball Wales, Dynamic, the official sports flooring partner for Basketball Wales, Basketball Jones, our event sponsors and volunteers, t-shirts and staff today, along with iPro Hydrate, keeping all the players and coaches hydrated today. Thank you to everyone who's helped make this such a great event. As we start the third quarter, England will start with the ball here. Isaac Round's going to pull up from 3, and he's got it. Right in the face of the Irish defenders. England back out to a 10-point lead early, just 20 seconds in to the third quarter. Driving inside, knocked down, and a jump ball called on that one because of the stuff. Still Ireland basketball from the baseline, but Kaz, that's a good start for England.
It is, definitely. They've hit 7 threes already in the game today, shooting 36%. We know they've been shooting a lot. They're a high-volume shooting team, 44 shots today, but it's falling for 3 from them, and they're going to be very happy with that.
We'll also be happy with that miss from Uosis yet again. Taking it down to the opposite end of the court. Both teams with their original starting 5s back on the court right now. Wangoy kicks it over. 3. Oh, and he's got it yet again. Weluche Ume, 16 points for him. England are starting to pull away right now. 40-27, it's a 13-point lead.
And Weluche Ume doing that in only 13 minutes of play as well.
Can't say no to that. Stolen away yet again. Ireland struggling to keep possession of the ball. Campbell inside, lays it off the glass. And then it's knocked out of bounds. Kaz, England's having some fun right now.
They absolutely are. I don't know what Will Maynard said to them at halftime, but they've come out. They just look like they're having fun. They're enjoying it. It's going to be a great second half.
And they're certainly locked in, and they're certainly having fun. Ireland struggling to get things going. They're going to get it to one of their best players right now, Tony Ozonu. He'll hand it off here to Dunala. Trying to go inside is Cronin. Goes up strong, and it's off the glass and in. I don't think I've seen a single shot from Cronin where he doesn't try to go off the glass. Opposite end, England inside. Loses the handle, and it's out of bounds. Ireland basketball. So that's a turnover for England. Ireland will take advantage of that. Down by 13 here, early into the second half. Forcing whatever turnovers they can right now. Fitzpatrick, handoff, Ozonu. Tony Ozonu, plenty of time. Looking to drive inside, finds Cronin on the roll. Oh, and it's taken away. Wow, Weluche Ume, his second block of the game. That's his best one right there, Cass.
Oh, yeah, that was a great block. We'll see that on the highlight reel.
Man, that ball went nowhere. Great block there from England, and they are just keeping Ireland out of the paint right now and off the scoreboard. 13-point England lead. Wosis needs to make something happen. 1 second left to go on the shot clock. Nobody noticed. To be fair, I didn't notice, so I looked up myself. So, shot clock violation. Ireland struggling.
You've usually got the crowd shouting at you to count it down. I don't think we got that at the moment.
No, we don't. Ireland's crowd is just dead quiet. Part of it's because the women's squad is out on the baseline warming up, so the women's team is not there to support them as loudly as before. Another two drops in, this time for Benjamin Brown. Fitzpatrick, handoff, Ozonu. Ireland down by 15 now. And almost traveled there. Trying to find Ozonu on the interior, knocked down and out of bounds. Still going to remain with Ireland. As the air horn blows, we got a timeout here called by Ireland. So, Kaz, that's a disastrous opening couple of minutes here for Ireland, but an incredible start for England.
It is, yeah. It's had a 10-2 run England have just been on this third quarter. Really strong coming out of the half. Ireland are not going to be very happy with that. Obviously, we've got the timeout now to talk things through, but everything going England's way at the moment. It's working for them. They're going to be really pleased with what they've done.
What I really like is when I look at the box score for England, England's forced 17 Irish turnovers. They got 25 points off those turnovers. That is rare. You don't normally see that. You don't normally, when you get that number of turnovers, you get 17 turnovers, you'd be happy with like 11, 12, 13 points. 25, excellent.
Yeah, doing a really, really good job converting as well. And that's something that Ireland are really missing on. Only 6 points from turnovers. But England as well, they've only caused... England have only had 10 turnovers this game as well. So doing a really good job of looking after the ball. Ireland, we saw it, they started off quite a few turnovers, managed to control it a little bit, but they looked to slip back a little bit.
Definitely so. You have to wonder if after that first game today, just not a lot of energy out in the court for Ireland right now, which is strange considering 4 of their starting 5 that have been on the court so far did not play in the first game, so that seems odd, but something's going on with the Ireland squad right now. They just do not have a lot of energy. And England, rather, are making them pay. So Ireland to inbound now from the baseline. Ivaras Uosis to send it in. Team's leading score with 11 points. Nobody else is above 4. Ozonu collects it off the inbound. Uosis once again. Uosis inside, back. Dunala, 3. Off and out. And it's rolling around, but England keep hold of it. Driving up quickly now. Campbell moves it around. Every England shooter stood behind the arc and waited for the pass to come. Isaac Round knocks it down.
And that's a problem when you've got so many guys on the team that can shoot the 3. They're such a threat from everywhere around the 3-point line.
Ireland's struggling right now. And England's shooting is just lights out at the moment. 10 of 22 from behind the arc. Yet another turnover. That's number 18. Quick pass up. Driving inside. Going up strong. No. And that one's going to fall out of bounds. Ireland basketball. Weluche Ume couldn't put it in. So we have some subs to come here as Ozonu comes off the court for Greg Marinkovic. Marinkovic only been on the court for 5 minutes so far in this game. That definitely has to do with how much he played in the first game. Played about 32 minutes in that one. And right now, they could use him.
Yeah, and still another game to come for Ireland as well, so you don't want to tire him out too much.
Well, this is your last game of the day, so you got the whole afternoon and evening, right?
Yeah.
Nice steal there from England. Throws Fitzpatrick to the deck and then out of bounds. Can't take advantage of it. And Benjamin Brown. It's one of the few Irish turnovers we haven't seen England convert on. So Ireland looking to inbound and try to get anything going offensively right now through Marinkovic. Marinkovic brings it up the court. They're down 29-47 to England here, deep in the third. Trying to go up strong as Badejo, can't quite do it. Marinkovic kicks it back, and there's nobody there. This is going to be an easy one. Lane Campbell up, and oh, he went for the dunk. He went for the dunk, and he didn't get it, but he does get fouled. It was a good try.
It looked a long way. It looked a tall order, that one.
Definitely so. Well, he's one of the smaller players on the court. Not that he's a small guy, but...
I was just expecting a flashy layup.
Same. I think I was too. But hey, I'm pretty impressed with the attempt, even though you didn't get it, and you got the 2 fouls, so...
Yeah, I like it. I like the effort.
Yeah. Now, both teams 3 of 17 from the free throw line. Obviously, we had some struggles in that first 15 minutes of the game. The last few, been a little better. So we'll see if 2 more can come down here from Lane Campbell. Campbell is on 2 points in 12 minutes today. Let's make it 3 to go with his 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals now.
But I tell you what really jumps out to me for Lane Campbell as well. He's a plus 21 on court. He scored 2 points. That's his 4th point. 4 rebounds. You know, he might have had a quiet day statistically, but he's making a real impact.
He'll come off the court now. Checking on for him is Matthew Goodwin. And it doesn't really matter who you have on for England right now. They got a 20-point lead, and Ireland just really struggling at the moment. Only 2 points here in this second half. They need a lot more if they're going to come back. Badejo handoff. Fitzpatrick on the wing. He's going to drive inside. Looking to beat the defender with the one hand. Wow. So you don't hit anything else, but you hit that one.
That was a really tough shot as well.
That's being kind. I don't know how you hit that one. Great layup, great finish. England now looking to respond through Isaac Round. Round, dump off. Going up. He's going to be fouled. 2 free throws to come once again, this time for Benjamin Michaels. Michaels looking to add to his 3 points. Sub to come from Ireland now. Rory Cronin, the captain for this game, will come off the court. Checking out for him is number 33, Max Tyndall. And just not a lot of offense right now for Ireland. You're down by 20. It's about to be more, I'm guessing. And you just need to hope for misses right now. Not going to happen. Benjamin Brown shooting about 76% from the free throw line with the Manchester Magic. So this guy's not going to miss a whole lot.
And at the moment, pretty much everything England are putting up is going in the basket.
Definitely true, especially in the second half. Well, right as we say, that goes out.
I'll take the blame for that one.
It's the glass, right?
It is.
Marinkovic takes it. He's got 2 seconds to get it across, and he had to dump it off. And it's yet another Ireland turnover. This is bad. You can see it. Head coach Paul Kelleher with a hand on his face there, struggling to comprehend this one. It's not going well for them. And almost goes out of bounds. Ireland do keep it, and it'll still be their ball here. Head coach Paul Kelleher asking for something better from the Ireland squad right now. 20 turnovers for Ireland. Those turnovers just jump exponentially every time you look down at the page.
And 27 points for England off those 20 turnovers.
Yikes, to say the least. Fitzpatrick inside. Whoa, says he's going to go up strong, and he's got it. Finally, an easy basket. Ireland needed that. So 50 to 32, 50 to 33 rather. 17-point England lead. Round on the handoff. He's only hit 3 threes today, nothing else. Corner, fakes, inside, pulls it up and around. No. Knocks the ball back, but Goodwin can't secure the rebound. Wosis almost stolen by Matthew Goodwin there, but Fitzpatrick keeps hold of it. From 3, Marinkovic, it's up, and he's got it. If Ireland are going to come back, that's how.
And that's a much-needed 3 for Ireland as well. We'll be pleased to see one finally go through the hoop after a while.
And some good defense on the opposite end. Nice job not to foul there. So it's down to a 14-point England lead. England trying to score here. This 3 up. Fitzpatrick closely guarding. Doesn't fall. Good rebound, though. Sudin, and he can't get it to finish, but he gets it again. Sudin going up. Loses it this time. That's going to be up and down. And, yep, that's going to be a turnover. If Ireland are going to get back in the game, that's how right there.
Yeah, exactly. Knock down some 3s. You can cut into this lead. It's a long time in basketball. 15 minutes. It's a long time.
It's almost basically a third of this game. Fitzpatrick trying to bring it up the court. He's under heavy pressure. He's got 3 seconds to get it across. He will do it just in time. Pull it back. Isaac Brown with a tough defense on him. Fitzpatrick needs to get rid of this one. He will. Tyndall. Wosis, free throw line. Jump step. Got it. And he drains it. 50-38. Momentum starting to shift. And Sudin's going to try to cut it down. Oh, and he doesn't get it to fall.
Oh, it's really unlucky.
How did that not drop in? I don't know how. Well, Jason Sudin's going to go to the free throw line anyway. He is 0 for 4 from the free throw line. No points for him today. But he does have 4 rebounds. They're all offensive rebounds. Go with that. Isaac Brown comes off the court. Benjamin Brown comes back on for him.
I love to see that from Sudin. I love to see offensive rebounders giving your team the chance to get those second chance points and go back up because they're such tough rebounds to get.
Well, you can see that's a really important part of his game, and you can see where he needs to develop for the future as well. It's right there. Misses that free throw. 0 of 5 now from the free throw line. England 4 of 12 shooting from that free throw line today. 30%. 33%, and, well, it's going to be lower than that now. But, hey, offensive rebound, and it's dumped in by Ashley Kitchen. Who needs free throws?
Yeah, both teams struggling. Just get it from the field.
Absolutely so. Lane Campbell now bringing it up the court. Rather, the Irish are. And there's another 3 from Ivaris Uosis. Once again, 18 points for him. He's starting to will his team back into this game. Opposite end, Sudin going quickly. Won't get it anything inside. Goodwin drives, hands it off. Sudin going up strong. That time he's got it to fall.
And like we just said, that is exactly what Ireland are going to need to do to hit that three-pointer and get some more points on the board to chip into that lead.
Marinkovic comes around the perimeter, trying to come inside. It's knocked down and out. And that's going to be Ireland basketball here along the baseline. Tony Azonu will check back into the game for Ireland, coming off as number 16, Joseph Badejo. So Azonu is number 0. Opposite end of the court. Fitzpatrick to inbound. He's got Wosis. Wosis is going to take it right off the catch. And it's not going to fall.
I think that was a bad landing on the foot.
Oh.
I think he landed on the defender's foot.
So Wosis landed on the defender's foot. Hopefully he's all right. I think he's motioning to the bench. I think he was hoping for the 3 free throws to come from that. Not going to happen. He looks like he's all right. He'll stay in. So foul off the ball in England. Ireland basketball, 54-41. They're down by 13. Trying to cut back into it right now. Azonu wide open. Got to take that shot. Hands it off instead. And it's another miss.
I'd have liked to see him take that instead of passing inside.
Tony Azonu, I mean, he scores 5 points per game, 4 rebounds per game back at White High School in Dallas, Texas. And, can't get any shot out of that play. And we got a timeout on the court here. So 54-41, England up by 13. We're in the bottom half of this third quarter. About 13 minutes left to go in the game, Kaz. I think you like what you see for England right now.
Yeah, definitely. They still look very in control, but they do need to be careful with Ireland coming back into this, shooting some three-pointers as well. Also, Ireland on 14 points for this quarter. The most they've scored so far this game, 15 in the second. So they're already kind of on track for their best quarter. They just need to make sure that England don't also keep improving. Because, like we've said, everything that England seems to be shooting seems to be dropping. But if Ireland are going to get back into this, it's that three-pointer that they need to hit.
Well, you've mentioned that three-point shot. They're 5 of 14 from behind the three-point arc. That's a bit misleading, though. Ivaris Uosis is 4 of 6 from behind the arc. He's the one who's doing all of that. Everybody else is not as good. 1 of 8 for everybody else who's not him. You need somebody else to knock down some threes right now and cut back into this lead. And those threes are so important, Kaz, because no matter what Ireland do, England they stretch the lead out eventually.
Exactly, and it's just basic maths, isn't it? It's you can chop into that lead with a 3 rather than a 2. And that, like you said, that is the way they're going to have to do it as well. And then England are going to start to close Uosis down because he can hit that shot. So you need someone else to step up who you can swing the ball around to.
Uosis still on the floor, though, after going down right before that timeout. England basketball right now. Brown, Michaels, Cholovinskas. Goodwin at the top. Fakes inside. And kicks it back out to the wing. Sudin going up strong, and he's hit in the face. Foul. 2 more free throws to come for England once again. They're really working offensive possessions the way they want.
Sudin's done a fantastic job of driving to the basket and drawing the foul. Whilst he's not converted the free throws, which is obviously not great, but he's done a really good job getting there as well, and that's obviously something that he can work on and he can develop as you get older.
Well, look, let's be honest. 0 of 7 from the free throw line, that's not great. You know, you need to hit more. But been on the court for 7 minutes. He's 1 of 2 from the field. That's good. And more importantly, he's got 5 offensive rebounds, a steal to go with it, and he's been to the free throw line 8 times in those 7 minutes.
Yep.
No complaints about that. Finally gets the one to fall. Now 55-41. England on top by 14. Zonu sets the play up, hands it off to Marinkovic. Marinkovic cuts, drives, inside. Cholovinskas tries to rip it out of his hands on a foul. Coach Will Maynard doesn't like the defense there from his team, asking him to step up a little earlier. And Marinkovic will go to the free throw line for 2 shots here. Marinkovic knocks down the first, plays for NABA and Lanzarote. 2 separate squads in the EYBL U20 League this season. He's only shot about 60% from the free throw line, but scores 11 points per game. Knocks down those, giving Ireland some hope. Down by 12 once again. Quick drive, opposite end, kicks out to the corner. Cholovinskas wide open from 3. No. Marinkovic with the board. About 2:40 left here in the third. Marinkovic spinning across the front court here. Hands it off to Wosas. Wosas looking for that shot. You can see it every time he's got the ball. Has to pick up the dribble, though. Izonu, 10 to go. Shakes. Bakes. Goes back. Fitzpatrick, 3. And no. But Wosas with a good offensive rebound. And he tries to go back and it's knocked down. Good pressure there from England. Sudin, you know what's going to happen next. Sudin comes inside. That time he got it to drop in. We've seen that play every time he goes down the floor, Kaz.
Yeah, he's doing amazing getting down there.
And there it is again. Got another one, going up strong. Oh, and he dunked himself off the rim. Oh,
Got a couple of those now today.
Well, disappointing, but hey, you got the steal. It was fun for a second. Izonu finally got a 3 to drop. There you go. We asked him earlier. He didn't oblige. Now he did.
And Ireland are going to be really, really pleased with that now. You've got someone else hitting 3s.
And you need anything to open up right now. Ball rolling around on the floor. Izonu eventually comes away with it. Oh, and his foot was on the line as he passed it off to Fitzpatrick. He's in disbelief there. And referee, it's not going to matter. So Ireland really could have used that one. It's 57-46. They're down by 11. You could have cut it to a single-digit game on that possession on the breakaway. And just missed it there. Some mass subs here for Ireland.
But you've got to be pleased if you're Ireland with how you've responded to England in this quarter as well.
They've definitely done well to keep England from running away with things. Being outscored 23-19 are Ireland right now, but that's not terrible, honestly. Goodwin, inside, splits the pass, off the back iron, back glass rather, fouled. 2 free throws to come here from Michael Ameko. Good performance from him so far. Mako hasn't been on the court too much today, part of the Barking Abbey London Lions system, the WEABL. He knocks down the first free throw. It's actually his first point of the game. He's 0 of 4 shooting today, but hasn't been to the free throw line before now. He'll go for his second free throw here, and he will not knock it down. So 6 of 16 are England from the free throw line today. They get the offensive board anyway, but then it's thrown away and stolen by Jack Kehoe. Kehoe, and it's stolen away from him now. Driving to the inside, going up strong, and that one drops in. Ameko makes him pay. He's up to 3 points now. Almost everyone on the England roster has scored. Everybody's got a basket except for Emmanuel Oyabadejo. I'm sure he'll get a chance later here. Driving inside, that shot off the back, off the bottom of the glass. I think we got a foul called here.
And that's something you really love to see. Everyone on the team being able to contribute and score, get the chance and get the opportunity as well to get some court time.
A foul called on number 11, Benjamin Michaels. That's his first. Second, actually. And like you said, a foul called on Ireland, rather. I'm sorry. Been here for like 6 hours. Well, my brain's going a little crazy, Kaz. Don't blame me. Free throw up and off from Mako yet again. But England really like what they've had so far. I mean, this has not been that chippy of a game. Just 23 fouls between the two sides. That's honestly less than we thought we were going to see today, I think. So that one drops in. It's now 61-46. England back on top by 15. Ireland trying to get anything they can on the board right now. They've got a lineup on. They really haven't used a whole lot today. Jamie Cotter to bring this one up now. Cotter only been on the floor for 4 minutes in this game. Moving around, looking for space on the edge. He's got Carberry. Carberry driving inside, fouled. I think it's a reach in, no shooting foul. It should be on the baseline. It doesn't matter. They've had too many fouls anyway. So Carberry will go to the free throw line for 2 here. Carberry's only played about 5 minutes in this game. Played a few more last game, but shoots about 57% from the free throw line in the EYBL U17 league. And we're going to take that back. He's not going to get the free throw shots. Not enough fouls. Not enough team fouls on England this quarter. Sent in. This one from 3. It's up from Kehoe. No. Ireland just can't get anything going right now. Long pass. Ireland didn't see it. It was on the court for a while. Handoff. And there's another foul on Ireland. This time, Oya Badejo is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots here.
So that gives him a chance to get everyone from England onto the scoreboard.
It's going to happen. We can see it.
We've got faith.
So first free throw yet to come here from Oya Badejo. See what he can do here, if he can get on the scoreboard. And he can't yet. The Manchester Magic player with one more chance, try to get on the scoreboard. I'm sure he'll get more than this in the rest of the game. So everyone in England can still score. He gets that one to drop. Everybody in England has now scored. Oh, I made a mistake, actually. Enoch Wangoi doesn't have any points. Kaz, my fault.
Oh.
2 players left to go. 1 player left to go.
Let's get it back on.
Quick pass. Dunala, he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 more here. Brendan Dunala fouled on the interior. 2 shots to come from him. Now, I was going to ask you this earlier, Kaz. You want to hear a fun fact?
I do, yes. I love a fun fact.
Daniel Carberry, number 3 for Ireland, plays for the Ireland 3v3 team. He is ranked 23,284th overall.
Wow.
Look at that. I had no idea they kept such good track of every single player, but there you are.
Yeah, yeah.
When you look up the players, obviously the players who all play in 3v3, I'm amazed. I mean, we had an Estonian player in the WBBL a couple weeks ago from Oakland's Wolves, I believe, here with us, and he was ranking number 45,000 in the 3v3 tournament. But hey, they had a whole list.
Yeah, that's a long list.
Pretty impressive list. I don't know how you keep track of that. Well, those free throws don't drop in. Ireland struggling on scoring right now. 7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Goodwin looking to move it around. England waiting for their shot. They've got it here. That 3 is up and off. And eventually rolls around. Jamie Cotter's got it. Going to take a full court shot, and it's too late anyway. And that's how this third quarter is going to end. So Kaz, 62-46. England on top. And look, let's be honest. Ireland just can't keep up right now.
Not at all, no. England tearing out with a 28-point quarter there. Absolutely fantastic offensive performance from them as well. Everything they were hitting to start that was just falling. They're able to hit the threes. They're getting in transition on the fast break, and they're really capitalising on those Ireland turnovers. Ireland, obviously a better quarter for them that we've seen so far this game, but they're still England are just pulling out of reach. Every time Ireland try and chip into it a little bit and get a bit closer, England are just stretching too far ahead.
Definitely so. And with that, we saw that at the start of the third quarter because England jumped out to that early 8-0 run, and that was really the difference between the two teams because England scored 28 this quarter, Ireland scored 19. You take away that 8-0 run, just that terrible Irish play, and it's basically even.
Yeah, and then again, if we look at the free throws, 4 of 14 from the line for Ireland as well. That's 10 points on the board you could have had. So crucial free throws.
And the craziest part to me still is that Ireland has 38 shots. England's had 60.
Yeah, I mean that's the difference maker, isn't it? That's you've got to shoot to be able to score to get the points.
Hey, you get 22 extra shots.
Yeah, you're going to be in the lead. Yeah.
Exactly. Not only that, but Ireland's still struggling with turnovers. 24 turnovers for the Irish. It's just 12 for England, and more importantly, England have scored 31 points off of those 24 turnovers. It's just England just have a full vice-like grip on this game. Ireland are going to struggle to get out of this if they want to get a win.
Yeah, and England really dominating on the glass on the offensive side as well, able to get those second chance points that are so crucial.
Yeah. Well, it's been a real problem for Ireland right now. They just have not been able to score a whole lot. Nobody in double digits apart from Ivaris Uosis, who's got 18. Nobody else above 7. Really struggling to get points on the board. For England, they've only got 2 players in double digits. Zamoku Welicheume is about to inbound here. He's got 16. And then Matthew Goodwin with 10. But they spread the scoring around well. And they're just staying on top of Ireland pretty much every step of the way.
And I think that's what makes this England team so scary. They've got players that you can go to for the scoring load when you need to. You know, the next game you'll probably see someone else carry the load a bit more, and everyone is such an offensive threat.
It's a good point. You can really see England's talent. And even if they haven't hit all their shots, and they're shooting 36% from the field, that's not very good, but you can just see the talent there from all the good looks they're getting, and if they hit a few more shots, I mean, this game is even more of a blowout. And England are really proving their dominance here today. Collecting the handoff. Out to the corner is Kehoe. Trying to drive. Can't find anything on the baseline. Carberry spinning. And he's forced back. 10 to go on the shot clock. Dunala. Handoff. Inside. Still nothing once again. Goodwin. Little dump off here. And that's an easy basket there. 2 more yet again for Welicheume.
That was a great pass. Oh, and he's stolen it.
Oh, stolen away again. And, oh, man. Another 2. Emmanuel Oyobadesho, he's now got 3 points. England, more importantly, 66-46 lead. Carberry kicks it back. Dunala looking to make something happen, looking for anything to happen right now. You just need some momentum to end this day on a positive note. And then another foul called there on England. I believe that's going to be on Welicheume, his 2nd of the game, 3rd of the game, actually.
Yeah, if you're Ireland, you just want to try and close out the game as strong as you can, take some momentum going into the next game. Maybe practice some plays, see what's going to work that you can take into that final game against Scotland.
Well, you've got Scotland next for Ireland. They don't play them until tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning, so it's first game of the day tomorrow as well.
That's a tough time slot.
Well, it was tough for the first game today for them as well. Dump off inside, can't get that shot to fall. And Ireland will hope to get a good night's sleep and come back ready to go tomorrow against Scotland, try to get a win. That 3 up from Goodwin, no. Offensive rebound, and England looking for more. Got a kick back if he wants it. We've got a foul. A little push on the backside from Badejo. Ireland just fouling again.
But you want to see Ireland go inside and try and challenge for those offensive rebounds as well. England just able to pull it down, not contested. We
haven't even mentioned that in a while. England have had 18 offensive rebounds, Ireland 5. That's bad.
Yeah.
You won't win any games with that.
And that's why England got 16 7-chance points to Ireland's 4.
Out of the wing, Welicheume hands it off here. Wangoi. Wangoi is the only one who needs to score for everyone on England to have some points on the board. Welicheume driving inside. Wow, that's unstoppable. With his length, I think he got his fingers within an inch of the rim to lay that in. Carter, far side. Carberry trying to go up strong, and 3 players check to him, and then a foul called. So Carberry will go to the free throw line for 2 more here. Or 2 attempts at least. There's no points on the day for him. Ireland just looking for anything right now, and actually no free throws. That foul was on the baseline after he came down from the shot. So that one out of bounds. Ireland basketball once again. Just a tough day here for Ireland. Here in Archer's Arena, not a whole lot of scoring and really struggling to get anything on the board once again here. Only put down 58 points against Wales last game. They've got 46 right now. They're basically on track to do the same once again. And they're giving up far too many as well. Trying to go to the interior. Carberry loses the handle. Welicheume with a good steal. And then throws it well off his own player's backside. Ireland have it once again. Dunala. Options behind him. Caught her in the corner. And they'll have to slow it down. Looking for Dunala on the interior. That's a dangerous pass. But it's still going to be Ireland basketball.
A bit surprised we've not got Uosis in for Ireland. You know, coach may want to rest him, try out some of the lineups, but he's having a fantastic game, and that 3-point shot is falling for him.
We hope his ankle's okay. He looks okay from here. I mean, that's why you obviously mentioned that. But he's had 22 minutes on the court today, 18 points, and the leading scorer for Ireland. That one knocked out of bounds off Ireland yet again off Jack Kehoe that time, and yet another turnover. That is turnover number 27. That's brutal. Only had 20 turnovers last game against Wales. I say only, put that in air quotations. It's not great, but you know what I mean. Inside, Wangoy, put it up. Come on, man, put it in. Everybody on England score. Didn't work. Want the clean box score, Kaz. Come on.
Yeah.
Stolen away.
There we go.
Once again, to the opposite end. Campbell flips it back. There it is. Wangoy. Oh, come on. Come on, now he's going to get it. No, and finally Ireland come away with it. It's not going to happen. I can feel it. Or bad luck. Inside goes Kehoe, trying to go strong. Goes to the hoop, and it's going to be knocked back. Weluche Ume driving inside once again. No. And the ball bounces around, and when he grabbed it, his foot was out of bounds. So that's going to be Ireland basketball here. So 68-46, about 6:50 left to go in this game. England, well.
Yeah, I mean, Ireland yet to score this quarter as well.
We're over 3 minutes into this quarter, and they can't score. That's a big problem. Carberry dribbles it off his foot, but he's still got it. Under heavy pressure, has to get rid of it, looking for options. Tries to go inside, it's taken away. Wangoy with the steal. 1-on-2 here, hands it off, and they're going to go up. No. Offensive rebound, trying to go up once again. No. And he's going to be fouled. Ashley Kitchen will go to the free throw line for 2 more once again.
And again, that's that all-important offensive rebound leading to another second chance, and he's got the foul, heads to the line.
20 offensive rebounds for England today. They've only had 21 regular rebounds.
Wow, that's crazy.
How often
you don't see that? No.
Never? Yeah, let's start with never and go from there.
Let's get them to get some more then. Let's get them to
Why not?
to keep going.
Yeah, they certainly could. Had all the advantage right now here today. First free throw knocked down by Ashley Kitchen. He's up to 6 points to go with 4 rebounds. All offensive, if you were curious. And knocks down the other one. Ivar Suosis coming back onto the floor now for Ireland. This game is, well, they're in big trouble right now, down 70-46. Not a whole lot of chance to come back right now, but what you're looking for, some better plays, some good offense that you can get some confidence as you head out of this game going into Scotland tomorrow, and then they promptly follow that with another turnover. Turnover number 31, Kaz.
That's a lot of turnovers.
We keep mentioning it, but seriously, 31 turnovers is brutal.
But do you know what? That gives you a benchmark to work from for the next game as well. It gives you something, you have something really tangible that you can work on, and you can say, look, we need to cut this out, stop these next game, and then you can see the progress there.
Well, you're looking for progress right now for Ireland. That's really all you've got on the table at this point. Only one player in double digits today, Ivar Suosis, with 18 points. Nobody else above 7. It's just been a real struggle for them scoring at the moment as they're down. I mean, it's 70-46. You're down by 24. England really are doing whatever they want. And I think if you're England, like you said, there's lots of players who have played well today. They're really, honestly, could pick half their team as the players of the game. They've just done a lot defensively. And I think that gives them a lot of confidence going into their next games in the future.
It absolutely will as well. And when they know, they'll know that they didn't start off maybe as strong as they could have done.
Yeah.
So they know they've got a lot more to give. But yeah, it's going to give you so much confidence when you look around the team. You especially look at that score sheet. Everyone's contributed when we get one guy on there. And it's going to really give them a boost. They know they can go to the next guy on the team, and they're going to step up.
Definitely so, and like you said, Kaz, you just said that a moment ago, they've improved ever since that first quarter. In the first quarter, England scored 13 points, the next 21, and then in the third, 28. They've only got 8 so far, but honestly, the game's basically over. They don't need to score that many.
Yeah.
But they've improved every single quarter, and you've seen it. That chemistry and improvement is growing every second that they're in this game.
Yep, all the more court time they can get with each other is just going to be beneficial for them. You start to learn where players are going to be, where their spots are, where they like the ball, and they've done a really good job, actually, of not turning the ball over.
Yeah. Well, they'll start off with the ball here coming out of that break. Lane Campbell's got it. He'll get it over to Goodwin. Goodwin, hop step inside. Campbell, free throw line, driving, kick, and it's over, and it's swatted down. Good block there. I believe that's Rory Cronin. Daniel Carberry, actually. It's his first block of the game. This will still be England basketball, rather. 3 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Have to get a shot quickly here. Looking to Goodwin. Goodwin takes the 3. No. And they grab the offensive rebound anyway. Campbell splits the defender. Far side, switch. 3, Kitchen. and hits the shot clock, and it rolls in anyway. I mean, it was pretty cool.
Can't we count that, though, because it looks really cool?
I like that kind of theology. Let's do it.
That should be in the rule book. If it looks good, let's keep it in.
Well, I don't think it damaged the scoreboard. Yeah, it did not. That was fun. But it doesn't count, so England will stick to the 24-point lead. Cotter hands it off. Wosis. Cotter gets it back. Weak side. Needs some help. Looks over for Nkoy. Off his hands, out of bounds. And that is turnover number 33 for Ireland.
35 points from turnovers for England.
Wow. Yikes.
And hey, England have done it. 22 offensive rebounds to 21 defensive rebounds.
Hey, you got to stick with this the rest of the game. No, if they can stick with that through the rest of the game, that would be pretty impressive, I think, to say the least. We'll try to get some post-game interviews with anyone from the England squad before the end of our stream and ask them about that today and that impressive performance they've had against the Irish squad so far. I mean, this game has effectively been England for the past 20 minutes, and you can see it. Foul called on England there, though. That one's going to be on Matthew Goodwin, his first of the game. So we're close on a couple of things, Kaz. Everybody in England's got a rebound. Almost everybody in England's got a foul. And almost everybody on England's got a point.
That's impressive. That's very impressive.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And we've got Wangoy back into the game for England. So
now he's going to score.
We need to get him the ball.
Yeah. Enoch Wangoy, if he scores, everybody on England will have points on the board today from the Manchester Magic squad. Nkoy hands it off. Izonu driving, kicking. Tyndall goes back. Nkoy again. Loses it to Cholovinskas. And England just stealing the ball whenever they want. That's their 22nd steal. Wangoy. On the handoff, goes to Kitchen. Cholovinskas fakes. Out. 3. Still doesn't get it, but Campbell gets the offensive board yet again. 23 offensive rebounds. Hesitating from 3. England really can just take whatever shot they want. Doesn't get it to fall, and this time Rory Cronin does come down with it. Gets it over to Wosis. Nkoy at the top. He's got some space. Can't decide what he wants to do. Hands it off to Cronin instead. Izonu almost loses it. He fakes. I should have gone up.
I want you to see the 3 on that.
They hand it off back instead to Tyndall. Tyndall's 3 is airballed. Yikes. Ireland struggling for points right now. Still no points in the fourth quarter. Cholovinskas coming inside against 3 players. Gets it to drop. Offensive foul, though, on the charge. So this will be Ireland basketball, rather. I see the red and green, think Wales.
Yeah.
Or Christmas. So it's hard to decide.
One of the two.
Yeah.
And Ireland still yet to score this quarter.
That's crazy. We are over 5.5 minutes into the quarter. 4:24 left to go. They still haven't scored. Goes without saying, but if you don't score in a quarter, it's not going to be pretty. You can see it right now. Wosis finally got some points on the board for Ireland. Big round of applause for everyone on the Irish bench. Down by 22. England moving it around. Turnover there. Tyndall going the other way. He'll get it over. Izonu coming up, and he's hit and he goes down. No foul called. Good rebound there. Kitchen. Campbell. 3. Corner. It's off. And Wangoy grabs the rebound, and there it is! Everybody on England has scored.
Yes, that's what we wanted to see.
I wasn't expecting it. Deep pass long, going to Cronin. Oh, and he's blocked by Campbell. And then it's on the deck. Somehow no foul call there. And then finally they call it on that one.
That was a great block from Campbell.
It was an incredible block. Got some height on that one. Whacked it down. So 2 free throws to come for Rory Cronin here. And England, 72-48. And that was an impressive play. And obviously, more importantly for us, because we've only talked about it like 5 times, everybody's now scored on the board. I think if you're Coach Will Maynard, you'll take it.
Yeah, he's going to be really pleased with that as well, and the team will as well. When you can see, as we've got live stats for these games. When you can see that everybody has contributed, it's really, really great boost for your confidence as well.
It's not often your team will score 72 points and only 2 players will be in double digits scoring. That's pretty impressive. England are just a well-rounded squad, and you can see why they're the favorites right now Knocks down another three. Does Ashley Kitchen. He's now got double digits. 10 points for him. 3 of 10 shooting today.
It's a testament to how deep this England squad is.
Definitely so. All these other teams in the tournament might struggle to keep up with them. Tyndall looking for a three of his own. Straight away, didn't get it to drop. And we've got a foul called. It's a defensive foul on Ashley Kitchen there. That's his first. So Ireland will inbound this one from the baseline. They're down 75-48. It's a 27-point lead. They're actually not going to inbound. 2 free throws to come here for Zonu. They're in the bonus. So Zonu's on 7 points. I think we were looking for more from him earlier. He's had plenty of open shots from three. Just didn't take it and elected to pass instead. And I think, obviously it's more three-point attempts are really what you need if you're Ireland right now.
Yeah, he started off the game really strong as well, wasn't he? Leading the scoring for quite early on. Made a real impression for Ireland and maybe been a little bit quiet the last couple of quarters.
England's pretty much kept everyone quiet. Cholovinskas tries to go to the opposite end. That one's going to be knocked back down to him. And they'll try one more time. Driving inside, kick to the wing. And we've got a foul called. This one's going to be England ball out on the side to inbound. Just a real struggle for Ireland here today. Ireland does have 41 rebounds, but England's got 50. And, well, we've lost it. Now 24 offensive rebounds for England, 26 defensive. Disappointing, but we knew that day would come.
Yeah, it was good while it lasted.
Yeah, see? Positives. Well, they'll inbound it here. And Michaels gets it over to Oyebadejo, looking to run out the rest of this clock. Campbell moving around. Taking his time. He knows it doesn't really matter. Tries to throw it up, and it's stolen away by Ireland. Good pressure there. On the backside. Tries for, oh, man, great steal there.
Great work from Cholovinskas to get a hand on that and tap it away.
23rd England steal. Lane Campbell inside, kickback. Cholovinskas three, and he's got it. No more than he deserved.
Doing it at both ends. He does the hard work to force the turnover and then gets to celebrate the score.
It's impressive. Cholovinskas hits another three. He's up to 4 points. That's his first three of the game. His owner steps on the line out of bounds. So 2:11 left to go in the game. It's 78-50. England on top by 28. Brutal, Kaz. Brutal way to go. So Cholovinskas now at the top. Looking to reset things. Oyebadejo, Cholovinskas wide open, coming inside. Going to go up. We've got to travel instead. So that'll be another turnover for England.
Yeah, a really dominant performance from England, especially this second half. They've really turned it up.
It doesn't seem like Ireland. I mean, obviously Ireland have not been able to hit the same shots that England has. They've had the turnover problems as well. But the talent gap doesn't seem to be the biggest thing in the world. It's just England have done plays like that all game.
And they've taken 81 shots.
Yeah, there you go. 81 English shots, 44 Irish shots. That's crazy. Inside, Tyndall loses the handle once again. Izonu's got it. 4 seconds left to go. And Coy's going to have to pull up from three. He will. And it's in and out. That one out of bounds. That's going to be off of Cronin. Out of bounds. Doesn't like the call, but not much you can do about it now. 1:34 left to go in the game. England on top by quite a bit. So join us after this. We're going to have England's women playing against the Irish women as well on this court. Kaz, how often have you seen the English women play this year? I know you saw them play earlier today. You seen them play any other times?
No, that was it. That was it. Just one game.
Well, it's their second game as a squad, of course, in this under-18 tournament. They got the win this morning against Scotland, looking for their second to come.
Yeah, and I think they're going to be really pumped up after that first game, and they're going to enjoy, especially being in this arena with the, we've got a nice setup, we've got the bleachers.
Yeah.
They were in the second sports hall. So I think they're really going to enjoy it and make the most of it.
Definitely so. Foul called there. Greg Marinkovic comes inside. He's able to get fouled as he goes in. So 9 points for him. He can get one more here at the free throw line. As we look ahead to that women's game, obviously the Irish women with the loss this morning, they're looking to improve here. They lost to the Welsh squad. Kept it close throughout the entire game, so we should be in for a very competitive game against the English team after this.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really, really interesting matchup.
I do know one thing. The English men are going to stay on the bleachers behind the game, or after the game, rather, and they'll support the women's squad. After a win like this, you'll be feeling good. They'll be cheering loud, I'd imagine.
It's going to be loud.
Campbell, we got an offensive foul off the ball. That one's going to be on, it's on Oyebadejo. Yeah, it is. So bottom minute of this game, 78-53. England leading by 25. Sort of just running out the clock now. This is basically the exact same thing that happened in the last game. Wales won 77-58 over Ireland. Right now it's 78-53. Ireland down. Izonen moving quickly, dumps it off to Nkoi. He'll go back to Cronin at the top of the arc. Cronin, plenty of time, comes inside and beats the defender on the way to the hoop. Gets the 2. It's a 23-point game, about 48 seconds left. England can run this one down, and hopefully give just one more shot to Ireland after this. Kitchen's going to take the early 3 instead. And Nkoi tries to keep it in, can't quite do it. Got a fearless man on the ground there. Doesn't even cower away. England basketball on the inbound here. That one knocked out of bounds once again. Still England basketball. 13 on the shot clock, about a little over 30 seconds left on the game clock. Head coach Paul Kelleher for the Irish team doesn't like their refereeing there. Oyebadejo coming inside, beats the man, gets it over. Campbell flips it back. Oyebadejo's going to lose it. No, gets it back off the rim. And finally taken away by Wosis.
Oh, you want him to finish that one after that great pass from Campbell.
It's an impressive play. Just couldn't get it to drop. Cronin 3. And he's got it to fall. About 12 seconds left to go. 78-58. Irish cut it back down to about 20. So as England run out this clock, both teams will exchange. Congratulations after the game. Obviously, congratulations to the English team, 78-58. Kaz, final thoughts after this game?
I think England have had a really, really impressive performance, and they've still got a long way to go, a lot more that they can improve on in that game. They came out really firing strong in the second half, and I think they're going to be really pleased with their performance, but they're going to know that there are bits and pieces that they can work on. Bits and pieces they can work on, but bits and pieces, honestly, was all they needed today from everyone in the squad. 3 players scored double digits. Ashley Kitchen with 10. Matthew Goodwin with 10. And then 20 for Zamoku Welicheume, but everybody else scored as well. Everyone just put in points. A fantastic all-around team effort. Everyone contributing, everyone, playing strong defense as well, which is what England do. I think that's made the difference really for England as well. Apart from the volume of the shots they were taking, 85 shots, they played some really tough defense and forced the turnovers that they were able to capitalise on, which has made a huge difference. It's just created so many problems for Ireland that they just could not solve today. Ireland had 36 turnovers, almost double what they had in the previous game against Wales. They had 20 in that game, 36 here. That's brutal. Just far too many, and they need to improve that going forward in this tournament if they have any hope of winning their last game against Scotland. And England scored 38 points off those turnovers, and then they only scored 32 points in the paint at England, but it didn't matter. They just scored pretty much anything else they wanted. I think Ireland, what they need to look at is that getting someone in there to crash the boards, to get those offensive boards and get those second chance points, because that's an area where they lost quite badly today. Just 4 second chance points. You need to have someone in there to get the rebounds and do that as well. But I think we're going to see a lot of teams practicing free throw shooting after this game as well. To say the least, I think so, yeah, definitely. So we are going to have a quick interview here. We're going to have Zamoku Welicheume coming over to talk to us here. If you can give us about 30 seconds time, we'll pull up our interview studio and we'll close the game from there with an interview with him. Welcome into our interview studio. I'm here with Zamoku Welicheume. Zamoku, really impressive game from the England squad. Obviously, lots of highlights from you, 20 points from you, but everyone on the team contributed really well today. What did you think?
The team worked really well. We prepared for this yesterday. Lots of training, lots of effort. We did as a team, and this is how we got the record.
Now, I know your head coach told me you guys only had 1 practice before today.
It's crazy.
Did that make a difference on the court?
A bit. I mean, we didn't really know the play. Like, some of the plays could have worked on more, but the natural teamwork just helped us get the win today.
Now, going forward, you've got Scotland and Wales still to come. Are you guys, obviously lots of confidence from this win here today. What do you guys need to improve as you go ahead to those next 2 games?
Improvement?
Yeah. It's a good way to put it.
Definitely energy from right off the bat. Like, it was a close game at the first quarter, but we ended up pulling it away. But next time we want to go ahead, like, full maximum effort straight away.
Love it. Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Zamoku, thank you for your time. Good luck going ahead to these next 2 games.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll grab that. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you doing this. Well, thank you all for joining us here for this game today. England, just a dominant victory over Ireland, 78-58. Incredible performance. And join us live in about 15 minutes time. We'll have their stream up for the England-Ireland women's game to come in this arena as well. About 10 to 15 minutes time for our stream to come up for that game. Thank you for joining us here from Marshall's Arena. I've been Atticus Speed, 78-58, England over Ireland.